Today is a special day because this video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive. Yes, they acknowledged my existence. They were so kind and gave me early access to make a video just for you guys. Of course, by the time the video releases on March 4th, you can get the DLC yourself. If you're interested, please use the link in the pinned comment down below so you can support my channel. Anyways, on with the video. Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I will be trying out the new DLC, Graveyard of Empires, more specifically the new focus tree for Iran. As Iran, I will be trying to establish a great Persian empire. So let's head in, and with that we shall start our game with Iran. Now, Iran, around 1936, is a bit in a precarious situation. They are squeezed between the Russians and the British, who both vie for influence over Iranian territory. The Soviets more or less to, they spread communism and also of course seize our resources for themselves. And the British also just to seize our resources because we have a lot of oil. I mean, the British are already exploiting our oil through the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, which is taking away a lot of our workforce and also our resources, basically exploiting us. They don't really give anything back. What also sucks as Iran here is there's not really much to conquer. What also doesn't help with the conquest stuff is that all the territory we really want are controlled by the allies. What's the problem with that? Well, conquering anything here will not really matter because we have to conquer everything here. Now, you might see the problem here. Yeah, there's a lot of distance between the British Isles and our country. Plus, we don't have a navy, we don't have an air force. Well, we have an air force, but we don't have anything researched as an air force, which not great. We have basically nothing. We don't have industry, we have barely any manpower. The only thing that's going for us is that we have like a lot of territory, but I don't think it matters that much really. But let's try and maybe do something with whatever we have here. We already have these problems here, with all this stuff, but we also have another problems. We still have feudalism in some of the rural areas in our country, the medieval system. It's 1936, by the way. Yeah, that's not great for us. We have Islamic traditions, which, are our roots, our traditions, and they kinda are hurting us in modernizing. But to, keep faith with the people, we are still relying on them. And because we have so much territory, a lot of it is filled with minorities, which are not really happy about our rule. But yeah. Let us look at the brand new focus tree that Iran gets in the new DLC, which is, very long. Now, of course, we have the typical political stuff. We even get some cool defensive focuses, which, are like the same as, these guys get, for like a war. Because, historically Iran was invaded by the Soviets and the British, so these mainly focus on that part of the history where we can even try and piece them out. I mean, that's a fun historical challenge that you could maybe do with the historical tree, but what I'm going to focus here on more is the conquest stuff. That is the restoration of the great Persian Empire of ancient times, which is very hard to do, because you have to kill the allies, like I said. But I will try my best to the abilities. I don't really play vanilla, so yeah, this will go wrong, but whatever. First I will start with the army focuses right here, where we can get 3 military factories in just 105 days, which is great. I also need the army experience to kinda lower the division template, because I need a lot of divisions, because, as you see, the front lines here are very large. We don't have an industry, so building a lot of these troops, yeah, no. Plus, terrain and supplies are kinda ass around this region here, so it is good to have less brigades into the divisions. And also, with all the mountain terrain, I will try and get all these countries here, and it's gonna be interesting. Now, for Afghanistan, I think there are 2 things you maybe should do for if you want to invade them. Or either you, build yourself supply ups here, because there's nothing there, and the only supply up Afghanistan has is their capital. Now, if you push from here all the way over there, guess who has supplies and guess who does not have supplies. Yeah. Or what I'm gonna try and do is use paratroopers, because that's the only really way I can deal with this. Now, it wouldn't be that much of a problem if impassable terrain didn't exist, which is kinda making it so that you have 4 roads for their capital, I guess. All blocked by mountains. I find it actually good, because now Afghanistan is actually a bit hard to invade. So this will be definitely interesting. But anyway, at first I will build a few civilian factories, because like I said, we don't really have any resources, so we'll have to trade a lot. And like I also said, we don't really have any Air Force stuff. And we also have to research transport planes, which I love. But yeah, we need these. I will need paratroopers, mainly to also later on kill these guys, because that's the only way we will get over there. The only navy I could realistically steal is the Turkish navy, and that will not be enough. Now what we also could do is ignore the allies. However, if we ignore the allies later on, we don't want that. But yeah, enough yapping. I will need to build a lot of guns, that is important, and a lot of planes later on when I get planes. But for now, we can start. I will now reduce the template to 10 waves, and we shall immediately begin training. I will need some troops early on for some later missions. And now let's do some industry to get these 2 civilian factories. Let's get this silent workhorse as our first advisor for political power, and let us now start our political focuses. Now I did all this because where if that we'll get a civil war timer, which we will need to prevent, and we do that by doing this focus and doing the decisions. And they require for us to have an army in the field, about like 80k manpower in the field, and I don't know how many factories, but a lot. So that's why we did these first. Now I will aim for the research slot and then get rid of the civil war. I will need to continue researching air here because I don't have an air force researched. I will immediately set a factory down there so that we already start building that. Let us get partial mobilization for faster factory building. And now we shall look back to our legacy of greatness. And by the way, I think I'm just gonna build these 2 factories and then just focus on the mills. I think that's way more important. Now we can just press these decisions here, and then we will get rid of that. And now we shall look into maybe getting an old religion back into power. Now, I just accepted the Sadabat Pact, which gave me political power, gave me a non-aggression pact with the Turkish, but until we actually, get there to conquer them, we can just be able to cancel it, so it's free political power, basically. And with that, we shall now recruit the Army Offense Expert. And we shall also recruit a Chief of Air Force, so that we get air experience, which we will be needing for planes. Let us now revive the old ways. Now let's get limited conscription, we will be needing that. The focus is almost complete, so let's stop training the troops, and let's send them around here, and then we will have the Civil War. We will do Imperial Expansion, and wait a second for them to be ready. Now what's important is that we have completed our civilian factories down there, because we will not be able to construct now anymore down there. But yeah, they took like 3 troops, which is nothing, honestly. I can just walk around with my cavalry here, so that's no problem at all. But we will just moving to the victory points, really. I mean, there's not really much to do anyway. Actually, let's use the cavalry to get down there, which will take a while. They will just march to all the victory points, basically. And that should be a small little civil war. Now we send them all there, convert also the cavalry. I didn't convert it just so that I can use it to like kind of rush for some of the non-supply areas. They're great for that. Now the next target will be Iraq, and I will need to recruit more troops, so let's try and do that. Of course, like a civil war like that is not really, something you want as a weak nation. But what it actually did is get rid of the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company debuff, so it's actually very great. We got basically rid of 2 debuffs. Now an advisor that will be important a bit later, or almost actually, will be the Prince of Terror, because we will have a lot of territory that will not be court. Alright, we have 100 political power, so let's get the military theorist so that we can get cheaper doctrines. I will go and reveal a plan, by the way, for the planning buff. Now sadly, Iraq has refused our demands, and we would just say, oops, whatever, can't declare war, however. Since the DLC, they are guaranteed by the British. The Afghans will pay more, willing to accept the demands. They are. Alright, now we have our expansion stuff ready. Now what I will immediately do is get the war goal on Turkey, because I want to perfectly declare war when they have done their focus down here, because then they will have no guarantees. Now, being at war with Romania is not that much of a problem, however, getting over there, it is kinda. Plus, they like to join factions, which I do not like. So I'll have to look out for that. And afterwards, I will just... I already have a war goal on Iraq, so I don't really care right now about this. And the Afghanistan, I'm gonna wait until I have paratroopers, like I said. Alright, let's do kickstart the Dwight Revolution to get rid of feudalism, which is still debuffing us. Research, which I don't like. For now, I will get the stability guy here. Let's get the central bank. Alright, the Turkish just completed this focus, meaning they will most likely go for that now, so in 70 days we'll declare war. Now what I also already did is split a railway lane up here, because we will be needing to connect to some supply hubs immediately, because there's nothing here. Now I hope this is going to work, by the way. They don't really send troops here because of their never mind, it's not even here anymore. I don't know why they don't send any troops here, even though I have a war goal. We finally have trains, which we didn't have. Great, great, I know. So let us produce them and also do this, because we need trains immediately. There's no other way to do that than to do this. Alright, yep, it's gone. That's what we were waiting for. And now let's see if this will work. Oh, of course they have division up there. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I can't have two. Now we have gotten the supply hubs that I wanted here, and we are connecting the railway now. I will mainly push with paratroopers, by the way, because that's the only way I think I can really do something here. They've broken off a lot of troops so that I was able to encircle these troops up here still. That's great. The more troops they lose, the better. We'll have to play this slow and careful. Now I'm gonna do this here to get the research slot down there, by the way. Alright, this could be a bit worse now. Let's see if this will actually even fire, because I am not fully green air, sadly. We can basically make them, like, constantly move their troops away from stuff, because encirclement, wah, we need to reorganize our front line, and then just leave stuff open. That's very important. I did manage to encircle these down there because they were just moving around stuff. Might have to last stand here. Now, who needs paratroopers when you just have a stupid AI that's sending all their troops down south? Like, I didn't even send paratroopers there, by the way. It was this guy just walking through here. Alright, we've cleaned up a bit here now, and yes, the losses tell you. I mean, I lost a lot due to them constantly attacking me and last standing, but I lost way more, and also they lost a lot of their divisions. Okay, I managed to land a paratrooper in Istanbul because the unit there moved here, thankfully. Now we just need a few more victory points and they will die. Let's hope and see that we can rush to that. And this stupid war began. I literally, this Turkey war took too longer than I wanted it to take, and especially couldn't really use my paratroopers because they didn't have green air. And somehow, like, our air forces were just not killing each other, so I couldn't really do much about that. Okay, this should be it for... No, you didn't just spawn a division there, you Okay, never mind, it's fun. Oh my god, that was painful. I mean, army experience, I guess. Oh, logistic wizard. We have to change our plans a little bit. I don't want to help the allies kill the Axis because I see the allies as a bigger threat, especially because they hold all the territory I want. Next target might be these guys, but first we have to kind of rebuild. We did just waste a lot of resources on Turkey, but it's an investment, I guess. We can core their lands. We can't really core the other lands, so it doesn't matter that much. Turkey is very important, so therefore. We'll just see. I will probably not be able to join into the war before these guys are there, because we also have a Soviet threat. They can declare war on me, which kinda sucks. Doing stuff there is a bit hard then. Which is why I might, you know, use the Germans and kill the Soviets. I guess that's probably, like, the best thing I can do. Alright, let the coring begin. We will mainly focus on the cities that have a lot of industry, just, you know, would be great for us then. So I think, like, a lot of the western states especially will have a lot of industry, yeah. I thought about it right now, and maybe with Iraq, so we could fight the British here. Afghanistan can actually wait, like, they will not go anywhere, so invading them is not that much of a priority. British though will be problematic. Now, during the war, by the way, I did get war economy, and I also gave this guy infantry advisor position, just so that I have one, because these advisors, if barely any high command advisors. Oh, they just surrendered, even though they were winning. Do they yeah, they do that, okay. But if that's the case, I don't really, like, I have a ton of troops, which, that's like, I kind of hate this here. I mean, they don't really have any troops, really, but the problem with these guys, more likely, is that they just give local supplies, so cutting off any ports or something will not end their supply lines. Now, we have something. They refuse. Now, if they refuse, we get insta-war. You know, not war goal. Nope, insta-war. If they refuse, it's war. I kind of find that a bit, because all the other demands are like war goal. But this one is, you will go to war. Now, I held off of that because I was unsure if I would keep the owned factories. But now I can do it. Now, what I hope I can do here is kill these guys as fast as possible. and then move on to the rest here, because they're all currently busy with the Italians anyway. I have some troop trained in case I need them. Well, not really trained, so it's in training. I've already cored these states here. I still need to... I'm currently coring Ankara. Afterwards, I'm just gonna look which factories, which states have factories, so that's actually worth coring them. And yeah, with that we can increase our manpower very much. And now let's see if this will work. Probably not. Yes, I don't have radio because I waited for the research buff and then forgot. I'm gonna wait a few days and then we shall try and push, I guess, as fast as possible. The Sensor War isn't really that important, but I guess it's whatever. By the way, force attacks up just that I'm able to land somewhere. We can, let's tell you, we can join a faction. I do declare war on all these guys just so that I don't have to wait for that. Let's hope they capitulate from that. No, they don't. Basra, where they are, have their troop divisions still exists. Doesn't matter, let's just try and take some stuff here and there. Maybe that will work. I'm not gonna try and every war they have here. Okay, they are very close. Yes, okay, it's enough, nice. A very important move into here. Now we will get frontline support by the Axis, as you can see, which is great. Alright, Iraq is completely secured. Actually, yeah, Syria also almost. We just need Damascus. They were encircled up here in the north. They were like not really prepared for this war. Even though I had a war goal, but whatever. I was thinking, if we're fast enough, we might actually be able to still do my plan. Alright, I just spawned these troops that I was training. They were almost finished anyway, but I need to do some things quickly now. The paratroopers will be sent over here. I just cleared some British pockets down here. They naval invaded Rhodes and the island here. And so I just let them come in and paratrooped on the islands so that they are kind of trapped here. You can see that right here. If there are casualties, I could go for more stuff here, but it's not necessary really. One thing that is necessary though is invading this one. This might, this will take a second, I guess. Let's train our air force and also make a new division template, because I don't want every division to be transformed into this. I think I might do this. 15 with is probably fine. If you like multiply it, should be fine with the terrain. Also anti-air. And this, I will convert these to that, but first we have to move these armies there to, take them away from there. I just built a port down here and I'm building forts just to defend this, because like I said, the real focus is this there. I'm just gonna look at, I can maybe get some equipment from these guys by just requesting it. I'm gonna be honest, I do not see this happening. It's currently green, but it's not enough even. No, but this is, I just don't see, like, this, yeah, I don't see this, my paratroopers being able to get over there, honestly. And now it's red. Wait for them to send all their planes away, because they're gonna fight something different now. Honestly, I'm just gonna clear them out of Egypt and stuff like that now, and yeah, call it a day, I guess. It's just paratroop behind them, and now I'm just gonna eradicate them. It's not that problematic, honestly. I can literally continue my entire focus tree without completely capping them, so I'm just gonna do that. Well, with the ongoing war and the strain it puts on the people, let's just say some are pointing fingers at the man responsible for the suffering the people of Iran currently have to endure. The Shah. The assassination of Reza Shah. Well, the Shah has been assassinated, and now his son will take over the reins and establish the Third Persian Empire. Currently I am trying to get the Suez, and it worked, luckily. So let's try and capture Egypt now. Alright, Egypt is basically secured in Alexandria now falls, and yeah, it will be under my control. Oh yeah, it strikes, by the way. While they now have a lot of troops on their mainland, they don't really seem to have any troops really on their colonial stuff. I mean, I did kill a lot of their troops, but yeah. Up and there goes most of my paratroopers. They had 6 divisions here, man. I don't think these guys will survive. Let's declare ourselves Shahan Shah, King of Kings. Our new Shah shall of course have a wife, and the Shah will marry Fawzia of Egypt. And now an emperor for the people. Alright, let us join the German war against the Soviets. An empire to last 1,000 years. Oh, Soviets are losing more and more. Already Moscow already fell. I just took Baku and then didn't really push because I can't really push. I don't have supplies. But yeah, it's mountains and I don't really want to waste more manpower. And now we are the great Persian Empire. Glory of Cyrus the Great. Well, the Soviets slowly dying. Stalingrad has been captured. And the entire Caucasian army of the Soviets is right now encircled and dying. Yeah, they won't be lasting very long. Still pushing into them, not capping because the Soviets are so funny, man. Oh my god. 9% needed. I'm holding with the best of my abilities. What I don't know if it's like, if I have to own the territory. Probably, because, yeah, I don't have any coring decisions for the stuff down there. Small clarification with this focus. On the version I had, this focus was a bit bugged, so I could actually not core any of the territory it would actually allow me to core. So, basically for you, it will be working just fine, so you won't have the resistance draining problem I had. It will all be fine for you. But whatever. I literally built the 2 railway lines, by the way, here, because they naval invaded and took these 2 tiles. Canceling my railway supplies, and you know, as you see, I'm getting supplies through convoys is not possible. I hope the Soviet war is over, and then I can then I will wrap up the you know, game here, because I'm not going to kill the USA. Okay, maybe I would if I had time, basically. I don't know how, I don't know why, but they're at war with China. Guys, I think that was it. Oh god. I'm gonna try and like take some states where I like that I like, you know, historically belong, or that like kinda belong to the Achaemenid Empire, I would say. Well, the rest, I should take all the states around China, honestly. Alright, last target. Let's see how this will fare. Alright, going great. I think this might be it for them. Yes, great. Nice, we encircled all of these divisions here. And there they all go. Hey, they're still on volunteers only. Oh, how did they push through here now? And with that, I'm going to end it here. Having, you know, conquered all the way to the borders I want to conquer. Of course, Greece would be also great to have, but they're not giving it to me. I would definitely continue the game, however, it's running slow, I'm tired, and I still have to edit this, so I don't have the time, basically. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I hope you loved this video on the new Iranian focus tree. Now, of course, if you want to try this one out yourself, please use the link in the pinned comment down below to support my channel, and maybe you can be better than me. Probably. But yeah, anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and see you next time. Goodbye! I hate you, 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 I hate you.